Shalom to elective Israel. Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American, West Indian, Haitians, and the foreign Israelites scattered across the four corners of the earth. We want to first give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawashi, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawashi. Want to give double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone for leading me to this truth. And I received several corrections today. I'm gonna be doing videos about them, and I want to go out and go and teach them. I might even go do them somewhere else because I know the elder said that I should move around, but I still haven't really received any trouble where I'm at. But maybe I don't know if I should move around or not. I'm gonna pray tonight, and tomorrow I'm fasting. Try to fast for a day or two, stay off food, maybe just drink water to start, and I just want to deal with this correction, show that I received it, and there's some other corrections that I need. There's a couple other Akim that had a correction that I need to deal with. I need to pray and fast and ask the Lord to keep putting the Spirit on me to receive correction correctly and handle this more accordingly, and be more respectable to the ministry. So I'm gonna get started right here. Lord willing, this be edifying. He had a video, Class of Kings, BA. He said it was soft men create hard times, and it's because Esau Edom is ruling. So it's a hard time for all the brothers out here. But we still got to stay in the faith. We got to continue to keep pushing this truth, and for the brothers to deal with me the way they did, it really showed me my whole viewpoint towards being a man and being a part of the ministry was not accurate. So I'm coming here to correct myself and get in line, so I can be helpful to the flock and be helpful to the ministry. Because I want to help. I want to help part of defending the Lord. So he played some videos that was basically showing a lot of bad things going on. Everything being turned upside down. But we're gonna start right here. Isaiah 29:16 says, "Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made it me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?" And I know I got understanding of this stuff, and the Lord didn't put the Spirit on me to not be like the other people that he's formed in clay to fit into this society. So that's how I know that he's giving me a chance to correct myself and come accordingly. So I'm going to work on everything from this point, change my whole outlook on the word. And when I get out there, I'm going to, when I was, sorry, I think my internet went out. When I was out there teaching, I was teaching in boldness, but I had pride in me. So that's the part of, my spirit that I had to get carved out of me. You know what I mean? So I'm glad I received that correction. It helped me a lot. So basically what I put down was the Lord can turn your mind correctly so that he can build you up, and he does it through his men that he set up, which is Great Millstone. I've always believed that since I've came to Great Millstone, and I will continue to believe that. And he said it was through entertainment and through media and everything, gender, homosexuality, all this stuff is showing that everything's been turned upside down here, and men are not valued. And I've always been a man that wasn't valued before that. So, I can understand where this is, and I should be able to fit into this accordingly. This shouldn't be something hard for me to fit into. So I the water for the brothers that have chastised me and dealt with me instead of just casting me out. And I really appreciate that. I'm gonna take it to this point to where I handle my things with the Lord accordingly on my time, and come back and just show the flock that the Lord is working through me and He's changing me, and He's showing me how to be a man. So uh, the Lord has to guide your steps. And so, don't stand up to the potter. That's what I was doing. I was standing up to the men of the Lord and trying to explain things that didn't go off with the doctrine. I haven't been around. I haven't been here teaching, you know, and the devil had a way to play with my mind because of, not having enough patience to take notes long enough. But I knew at a point I needed to stand up and start defending the ministry. I had been listening for about 6 months, and I was like, man, I got to get into this. I got to get into this, and I gotta start doing this. And I was feeling like, I was gonna have enough time to help. And but now things are a lot better for me today. I just need to get into some fasting and repenting and ask the Lord to guide me some more steps. And it's gonna get better from here. So that's what I did. The greatest revenge. I was watching a video yesterday. The kingdom mindset. The greatest revenge is not to be not like it's not to be like your enemy, which is false slander and false accusing, like I did. Uh, the men that are weak in anything, the men that are weak in any way, will be broken. They will be broken. Okay, and I'm gonna pull this next scripture up that he got. Deuteronomy. I don't want to be one of these men. I don't want to be broken. I want to be made whole again. Because I don't think I've ever even been made whole. I don't think I've ever even had that. So, I got to cast aside all my understanding, you know, and start back. So I do got some lessons that are built up to show that I've been reading and studying. I got a board, and I'm gonna leave the ones up that are edifying. That actually, when I was humble before, the devil started bugging me out. My own mind started bugging me out. I took all them down because those are not edifying for the ministry. So Deuteronomy 29:22 says, "So that the generation to come of your children that shall rise up after you, and the stranger that shall come from a far land shall say, when they see the plagues of that land, and the sickness which the Lord hath laid upon it, that the whole land thereof is brimstone, and salt and burning, that it is not sown, nor beareth, nor any grass groweth therein, like the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, Adama and Zeboim, which the Lord overthrew in His anger and in His wrath, because they weren't taking heed; they were doing stuff like me. But the great millstone has been having mercy on me, and they've given me a chance to take heed and correct myself. So I'm on the right path now. I need to keep focusing on that and praying, and ask that the Lord don't take me off that path. Um, so this is what I'm putting next to it. Said we must completely recognize, uh, I must completely recognize that I can't control my fate, and I gotta completely erase. I gotta completely focus on Bahasham and Yahawashi, to guide me, okay, not to face destruction like the people did in Sodom and Gomorrah. And I know He doesn't have a spirit on me of being feminine to a point where I'm talking to men or I'm going off in the system like that. I've never been that kind of person. I've just been broken down here because there's no truth in this land over here at all. But Lord's building me back up through His men. I'm not gonna take advantage of that, and not gonna be being like that no more. So Leviticus 20:13 says, if a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with the woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. And if a man take a wife and her mother, it is wickedness. They shall be burnt with fire, both he and they. There be no wickedness, that there be no wickedness among you. And if a man lie with the beast, he surely shall be put to death, and ye shall slay the beast. And that's what's going on right now. A lot in the land, people doing bestiality. Men are sleeping with the women and the daughter. This is just not the kind of stuff you need to be doing. Uh, Here we can read 17. And if a man shall take his sister and his father's daughter, or his father's or his mother's daughter, and see her nakedness, and she see his nakedness, it is a wicked thing, and they shall be cut off in the sight of their people. He have uncovered his sister's nakedness and shall bear his iniquity. And that's, kind of like sleeping. That's sleeping with, with the family, man. There's people doing that out here, sleeping with your own family. And if a man shall lie with a woman having her sickness, and shall uncover her nakedness, he have discovered her fountain, uh, and she have uncut her fountain with her blood, and both of them shall be cut off from among the people. So that's what does that mean? Lord, give me a spirit to understand. I'm not sure what that means. I'm gonna have to wait for the Lord to put the spirit on me to give me that understanding. I'm gonna have to pray for that. I'm not sure what it might mean. I think it might mean like if she's got like a disease or something. You know what I mean? So, but anything's fixable with the Lord. Just to have faith. If you repent and come correct, uh, He can fix that. But I'm not 100% sure. So I don't want to say that. I don't want to go too far down with that. I want to just stay where he was at because I don't want to just go off and say something I'm not sure of. But like he said, you get it or you don't. And I'm not going to just say I get it if I'm not 100% sure. Um, I just need to pray more to ask the Lord to give me more understanding. But I'm pretty sure it mean if you I'm pretty sure it mean if you're diseased. But pretty sure. Just don't want to be saying something, not be going off. And I don't want to ask anymore because if the Lord's really dealing with me, then I should be able to understand it. Unwell, faint, weak. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's like having some type of disease. Okay. So Lord willing, he can help all those men who are dealing with that. What is that? Oh, it's like having sex with the woman on a period. Okay, okay, okay. I just wanted to make sure before I went off with that. Yeah. Okay. So we're not supposed to have sex with women on a period. Okay, I get that. Okay. The water for that, Lord. Okay, he gave me the understanding quickly. Okay. And just like he said, ask and have faith that he'll give it to you, and they'll give it to you, but you have to search. So you got to seek all things. So that's good. That's good. I understand that. So I accept the Lord, and repentance and prayer and meditation is the way to ask the Lord to guide you back to health. Okay, in your mind, because my mind was sick. It was been tampered with, and I feel a lot of happiness today that the Lord has opened my mind up, in this place of darkness that I'm in. So Lamentations 4 verse 6 says, "For the punishment of the iniquity of the daughter of my people is greater than the punishment of the sin of Sodom, that was overthrown in a moment, and no hand stayed on her." Okay. Uh, Lord is very angry with Israel. He's angry with all of us that are not repenting like me. He was angry with me, but he chastised me through his men, and that shows that he's giving me a chance to correct myself. Um, he's very angry with the sins that these sins have reached to heaven, and he's upset with this place. He wants to destroy it. So Second Peter 2 verse 6 says, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy and conversation of the wicked. Okay, for the righteous man dwelling among them, seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. And that's kind of what broke me down, seeing my mom go do all this wicked stuff this whole time I've been growing up. She's always acted like she was, had an understanding of the Lord. And coming to this year, I came to find out, she doesn't have an understanding, and everybody around me doesn't have an understanding. So it was a real wake up call for me, and this verse 9 is this: he knows how to deliver the godly out of temptations and reserve the unjust to the day of judgment to be punished. I haven't had no wickedness happen to me. I haven't had nobody attack me. I haven't really been through nothing, and I need to start taking the Lord more serious. He's been protecting me even through my foolishness. So this is a good lesson for new people in the faith, to be careful. Okay, because the Lord can. He said he asked Satan asked to sift through every one of us. He asked him if he could sift through us to see which one of us is really him. So that was the way he sifted through me. But this is one of my best lessons, was to convert. Okay, and we know this is spiritual Sodom and Egypt because of Revelations chapter 8 or 11 verse 8. I can understand the doctrine. There's a couple patches that I need to get filled. And the brothers helped me fill them today. I got to be always in my mind to make sure I'm not going off, keep myself accordingly. I need to do more fasting and more praying. That's what I'm going to be doing tonight. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified, which was old Rome. I make sense where old Rome is, and that's where we were crucified. We were crucified here. Our just who we are. They don't want us. And they of the people, uh, and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer dead bodies to be put in graves. That's talking about spiritually. And then he came back. And when Abba Bivin started teaching this truth, that was when he had caused us to come back and to come to this truth. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts to one another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life of Yahawah entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them, which saw them, with all these people walking around doing wicked stuff. Okay. So they keep trying to vex our souls and keep breaking us down and tempting us to do evil and tempting us to stay in the world. And, they try to do it in a subtle way. So you got to just stay in Yahawashi. So a man is only loved if he provides something. And that's another reason why when I first got in the Great Millstone, I knew I wasn't providing nothing. So I was like, man, I got to hurry and do videos, man. I got to show him my care, man. I overlooked the first 2 commandments, the first 2 most important ones. One of them I was doing right, giving the Lord everything I got, but I wasn't loving my brothers. I wasn't understanding that there's a fashion and an order to this. Okay, and the man that he set up over you is to protect you. It's not to hurt you. Okay, they come at you hard because they're trying to show you how serious it is. They don't want you to they don't want to see you get destroyed. So that really rests a lot in my mind too, to remember that, hey, they're trying to help you. Don't take it personally. They don't want you to see you get destroyed. So how long wilt thou go about, and thou backsliding daughter? Jeremiah 31:22. For the Lord have created a new thing on earth, a woman shall compass a man. And it's been like that since I've been here. I haven't had any You know, and I'm pretty sure that's for all the other brethren. You know, the women that were over them, and doing, you know, even if they weren't over them, you know, they were backsliding and not, you know, listening, you know, but I don't know that, you know what I mean? That's none of my business, you know. But I pray those brothers are not dealing with that. Uh, but through all that, we still must be men. We are not accepted because of Esau Edom and what he's done to these laws and the things that he's done. You know, 50% of marriages turned into divorce. I've never even been in an actual relationship, so I've never been in one. Uh, so I've been like, you know, actually even met a woman of the Lord, you know, so I don't even know what a woman is really like. You know, I've never met a Proverbs chapter 31. So there's much I need to learn. And none of that stuff not really matters, but it reminds me how lost I was. And it reminds me that I need to bring myself back to the truth through these men. And I need to you know, take heed and keep praying. So 1 Kings 14:24 says, and there were also Sodomites in the land, and they did according to all the abominations of the nations, which the Lord cast out before the children of Israel. And it came to pass, in the 5th year of the king Rehoboam, the Shishak king of Egypt came up against Jerusalem and took away the treasures of the house of the Lord and treasure of the king's house. He even took away all, and he took away all the shields of gold which Solomon had made, which was Yahawashi. And that was, you know, what's going on right now. They took everything from us. Uh, Everything is mixed together because of Esau Edom. Okay, it's vile. Okay, it's extremely unpleasant. It's hard to be a man here, but we still got to keep ourselves. Uh, we got to keep ourselves. You know, we got to keep ourselves acting accordingly. You know, we got to be men. You know, and you know, he said that it's okay to break down sometimes, but you know, we don't need to be breaking down off of simple rebukes. You know, like if your mama dies, something, yeah, you're gonna cry. You know, but don't be feeling so personal about the small rebukes, even the big rebukes. You know what I'm saying? I just let the anxiety, which is a demon that I seen from one of the elders. Anxiety is a demon. I'm on Gabar, and I let that get in the way, and all the other stuff that's been, you know, pressuring me to break down. So Matthew 24:11 says, "Many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many." And I was one of them. I hope, luckily, I wasn't deceiving many. Now a lot of people been watching my page, tried to go back and apologize because I didn't want to go off. I don't want to lead anybody to hell. So, and because inequity shall abound, and love of many shall wax cold. So everybody around you is going to turn on you. But I've already been kind of in a place where everybody's already turned on me. So I've already been dealing with that. So I'm glad that all this has been happening because it's showing that the Lord is trying to fix me. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then the end shall come. And that's why I know I got a duty, because nobody's doing this where I'm at. I gotta stand up like a man, and I gotta go do this. Like I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So I wanna make sure that I preach that and do my oath, and I'm gonna start fasting and praying more. And I need to finish reading the rest of the Bible, but I want to give the Lord, fast a little bit, and have the Lord give me more understanding before I go in there and read. So affection is good, but their affections, the affections here are vile. I learned something new also. The first Olympics, they did it butt naked. Okay, a lot of these bodybuilders, they're starting to get paid to, like, you know, butt break people and stuff. That's not cool. You know what I mean? That's all the way out of line. Uh, you know, that's all the way out of line. That's not cool. Um, so my advice to people who can't receive correction like me is don't lust for anything. Don't trust on anyone who does not love Bahasham and Yahawashi. Those people you can trust. The one that's got great millstone on their page, you can trust those men, okay, because they're here to help you. Talking against this system is considered hate speech. And I'm not talking about great millstone. I'm talking about the system of the world. Okay, they don't like us. Okay, especially like places like Atlanta, Sacramento, and New York is real bad over there. I'm blessed to be in a place where it's I'm in a small suburb, but at the same time it's different here. It's strange. Uh, it is not appropriate to lose your head. Okay, the best thing to do is not focus on anyone here. Okay, that does not follow the Lord. And around me, there is nobody. So this is going to be easy in that fact. What to not follow here, which is everything walking around, because there's nobody here. I haven't even heard the words of how about Shimmy Hawashai in this whole town one time. Never. So not once. So I'm literally on my own, but at the same time, looking at the brethren and what they've done for me, I know I'm not alone. So now I got a lot more strength. Lord's building me up. So this is for all the other brothers that are out here doing it on their own. Lord willing, He brings me another brother out here, and he comes to the truth, and we can defend the Lord together out here. If not, I still have my faith that the Lord is going to redeem me from my ignorance and from the sorrow that I've had here since I've been here. Proverbs 29:27, an unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. So, if you receive, and just like Azan Amoth, he did a video when I was breaking down. He did a video to show that the elder was trying to show me love, and he was, and I received it incorrectly. So when these men start coming at you, new believers in the great millstone, whoever comes after me, I pray the Lord has you come across my page so you won't have to deal with this type of correction, and you can just come in and listen and take notes and learn like I was supposed to. So that's what I'm doing this lesson for, to try to just fix my problems and do them according, showing the Lord that I'm receiving my correction through the unicorn. So what my son, Proverbs 31:2 says, what my son, and what the son of my womb, and what the son of my vows. Give not thy street unto woman, nor thy ways that which destroy kings, which is what I was doing. Okay, I was going off and trying to, do it on my own, and try to, I was proving the Lord wrong. I wasn't humbling myself. Okay, because I took some scriptures out of context, like the ones that was saying that, you know, uh, to be a man about it. I was thinking worldly still in some ways, and it needed to be corrected. So Ecclesiastes, you got to be real careful with that. Ecclesiastes 7:26, and I haven't seen nobody do it. I've seen some people come over there on their page that was going way off more than me, and they haven't even been teaching and going to the highways and byways. But I'm going to start doing better, and I'm going to record out there next time with my phone. So, and I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets. Ecclesiastes 7:26. And then in her hands as bands, who pleaseth Yahawah shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. And I know that's another thing why I'm glad that the Lord never did. He never gave me over to a vile woman. None of them ever wanted me here. I've had a couple of women that I've dated, but they were no good. So the Lord removed them, so I could come here and defend the word, because nobody's doing it here. I know this is what I have to do. So I want to defend the ministry. I'm going to go out there and do it. Assyria is Yahweh's instrument. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. Okay, that's what I did, to turn aside the needy from judgment, to take away the right from the poor of my people, that when widows may be their prey, that they may rob be the fatherless. Oh, that's talking about Esau Edom. And what will ye do in the day of visitation and in the desolation which shall come from afar? To whom will ye flee for help? And where will ye leave your glory? Okay, so you don't want to go over these men, okay, because they're teaching you how to be saved. These unjust laws are like this because this time is evil, and to be ready for the hard times. This is what we're doing to prepare for the hard times. That's all we got to prepare for. I'm gonna start working out a lot more too, because I've been hearing a lot of brethren talking about working out. I do work out in some ways. I have to walk, an hour and a half across town to go to where I go to teach. Um, but I need to start doing more than that. We are supposed to be kings. Okay, the Lord is building the meek back up, the lowly. I've been pretty low, been pretty beaten down. So I'm glad that the Lord's giving me a shot to get myself together. It's not about being the alpha male. He said it's hard. He said hard times uh, is basically the meek. That's been my whole life. But we have this faith to build us up. So Job 38:3. So gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. Where wast thou when I laid the foundations of the earth? Declare if thou hast understanding. And I'm not sure if I was there, but Lord willing, I was there with them. I was there with those men. I want to be a part of the great millstone and put my life on the line for this ministry. Who have laid the measures thereof? If thou knowest who have stretched the line upon it, and Lord willing, he beam me out of here with y'all. Whereupon all the foundations thereof fastened, who has laid the cornerstone thereof. When the morning stars sang together, and all the sons of Yahawah shouted for joy. Lord willing, I was there. Just like you said, it's time for battle, but a spiritual battle. I've known that. I've never ever even used a weapon. I don't even know how to use a gun. I've always been a spiritual person in sense. So that's something easy for me to follow. We have to learn the hard way. The ones that are like me, who don't, be patient. I was worse than a fool yesterday. I was going off. Wasn't holding my tongue, and that's just because I wasn't taught right. I never really had a father figure to teach me, how to live like a man, a man of the Lord. All my father and all everybody here is carnal. They're like, we're in a good place. We're in America. We're good. You just need to get to work and work for Esau Edom. That's what it's like around here. Okay. But the Lord only deals with his sons with chastisement. And, we must take it correctly. So it's Isaiah 46:8. So remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. Remember the former things of old, for I am Yahawah, and there is none else. I am Yahawah, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Calling a ravenous bird from the east, the man that exalted my counsel from a far country. Yea, I have spoken it. I will also bring it to pass. I have purposed it. I will also do it. I need to be doing it a lot better than I've been doing. I've been going out and doing highways and byways and stuff, but I need to really get my act together and tighten up. We must abstain from life here. We need more faith, guidance, diligence. And this is me and of course all other brothers, but I'm saying me first and foremost, because I'm, the weakest in the flock right now. Guidance, diligence, praying, discipline. We must ask the Lord to put the spirit on us to be ready. We cannot do it by ourselves. And that's how I've always been in my life, always doing everything by myself. And I got to get out of that custom, that mindset. We got to pray, fast, repent, repeat every day. He was talking about sometimes doing a 3-day fast. I really need to get into it because I haven't fasted a lot in life. And I'm a little bit athletic, a little bit, but not as much as I should be spiritually and mentally. Matthew 7:7. So this is the one thing that I'm gonna start doing a lot more of. Ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. For everyone that asketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be open. And it was. The truth was asked was asked because when I was at Amazon, there was one day I just broke down. I was in there in tears, man. I couldn't take it no more. I was like, man, I've been a slave here all my life. Lord, I just want to know if I'm doing right for you. I don't. I want to. I just. I don't. I want to know if I'm gonna die or not. I want to know if I'm worth being saved because I felt like something was going on. The MOTB. I've been. I believed that a long time ago. Like when I was a kid, I remember they used to talk about in the Bible, and I was like, everybody was like, yeah, it's bullshit. I was like, watch. I was like, one day this is gonna happen. One day this is gonna happen. When I was a little kid too, I used to tell my mama too, because I started smoking weed back then when I was a kid. I started smoking weed when I was like 18 or 19. And everybody in the town used to be like, you just gotta be ashamed of yourself because you're smoking weed. And I was like, watch, one day they're gonna legalize it. And they did. Okay. And that was the wicked coming, you know. But they were trying to act like a ray of light first and put all the weed out there in the system, and everybody, all the men were wicked. And I wasn't really like over wickedly. I just smoked weed because I felt depressed here all the time. That was what made me like feel like better about my situation. So because I didn't have the Lord, I was seeking through sin, looking for happiness. And I was trying to get like a girl, like like every guy, we're trying to get a girl, trying to get, married, get a house, it just never came for me. So, but what man is there of you whom if is his son ask bread, and will he give him a stone? Or if he ask a fish, will he give him a serpent? So if ye then being evil know how to give good gifts unto your children, how much more shall your father Yahawashi, which is in heaven, give good things to them that ask him? I need to start asking the Lord for a lot more stuff instead of just trying to gain it off of trying to show it through my works. That's been my problem. I've always been a hard worker. I've always been able to show a track record that I can work hard, but I have not shown a track record of being able to pray a lot more, fast a lot more, and receive correction. Those are the three things that I'm working on real hard this week. I'm working real hard on. So James 1:5, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahawah, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. So just like he put a video about video Jeff Rogan was talking. He said easy times equals soft men, and being in Norman, Oklahoma around OU, it's a real soft town. There's not a lot of hard men in here. It's like none. It's not no hard men in here at all. A lot of people in here, they have the physical build bodybuilders here or whatever, and they act hard and stuff. But most men here, ain't none of these men hard. You know what I mean? This is a really, really watered down American Babylon the Great over here. It's real soft times here. So that's what caused me to also be a little soft, but I'm finna get hard, in the spirit. So hard men equals easy times. But you have to ask the Lord to mold you to be prepared through the spirit. Soft men are trying to fit in. Okay, don't fit into this world. And even when I wasn't in the truth, I wasn't fitting in the world. I was like, something's wrong in this place, man. What's going on here, man? I know this ain't right. I stopped going to church a long time ago. My mom used to always be like, come to church with me. She was for a long time. Come to church with me. I was like, something went right with them. And they're not teaching everything. Something doesn't make sense here. And that was as a kid, growing up, I was a kid. I was like maybe 10, 9 or 10, and I used to read the Bible all the time, and I was hoping the Lord was dealing with me. I used to go to church. I used to do all the praising the Lord, all that. And was going off the whole time. Lord had me out here bugged-out.com. Okay. Crazy, man. Crazy how everything's backwards, man. And it's been like that since I was born. I didn't even see it till now. You know? So the Lord really had mercy on me, waking me up at this time, my brothers, man. So Proverbs 29:18. Where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. A servant will not be corrected by words, for though he understand, he will not answer. Seest thou a man that is hasty in his words? There is more hope of a fool than him. See, there was more hope for the fools than me, man. That's who I was, man. I was a Proverbs 29:20, man. That's scary, man. Whew, I gotta change, man. He that delicately bring up his servant from a child shall have him become his son at the length. Angry man stirreth up strife. That's what I was doing yesterday too. And a furious man aboundeth in transgression. I was in transgression. A man's pride shall bring him low, and I am low. But honor shall uphold the humble in spirit. And Lord willing, he's gonna uphold me and he's gonna bring me back to the truth like he's doing right now. I'm man. Whew, that's scary, man. I was finna get destroyed yesterday. I was on the way to being destroyed. Oh man, that was a close one. Put some fear in me, man. Put on the new self. If ye be risen with the Mashiach, Colossians 3:1, if ye be risen with the Mashiach, seek those things which are above, where Mashiach sitteth on the right hand of Yahawah. Set your affliction on things above, not on things on earth. He made it real easy for me. He put it in me in a closet away from everybody and gave me food stamps. It should not be hard for me to set my affliction on things above. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with the Yahawashi, with the Mashiach and Yahawah. Man, it's like I read this stuff and it's like I didn't even understand it last time. So I wasn't looking spiritually. I had part of my carnal self still on. I haven't got done putting on a new self. So that's the only place that we can receive help. If you get persecuted and the Lord, if you get persecuted, the Lord is dealing with you to keep your mind occupied where your brothers that rule over you stay prepared, you know, and also work out physically too as well. Don't be worldly. Okay. So, ask the Lord for a fervent spirit, faith, patience, endurance. Stand up for the wicked, or don't stand up for the wicked, Salakia. So these is all my corrections that I needed to serve the Lord correctly. Ooh, man, I was gonna get blown up. John 17:13. And now come I to thee, and these things I speak in the world, that they might have my joy fulfilled in themselves. So we have enough love, okay? We don't need it. We don't need no more love. Okay, men aren't loved here, like he said. We're not respected here, but we have enough love. We have Bahasham, Yahawashi, and we have the brothers' lessons. That's more than enough, man. That's what's keeping you getting blown up. So we must continue to stay in the faith, Acts 14:22, and obey all commands to be beamed out of here. Lord willing, we part of that number. So stay moving forward. Uh, keep our composure. We are being kept from evil. Have more faith. Show no fear to the wicked, that we're not afraid what they'll do to our body, but to be diligent and be careful and look at our surroundings. Just like the elder said, look around you. Make sure nobody's bothering you. Lord willing, he keeps me on that right path. Mark 4:26. I want to put all my lessons that I receive as correction. There's another one that one of the other Akim did, and it was saying, we ain't babying you, Jake. I'm finna do that one too. And then we're gonna read all those scriptures, and I'm gonna do my other correction, read all those, and I'm gonna move forward. It's gonna be done decently in order this time. And I'm gonna ask the Lord to give me patience not to rush, because I'm terrified, man. I was terrified out here. Now the Lord's putting some peace on me. Mark 4:26, and he said, so is the kingdom of Yahawah, as if a man should cast seed into the ground, and should sleep and rise night and day, and the seed should spring and grow up. He knoweth not how. For the earth bringeth forth fruit of herself, first the blade, then the ear, and after that the full corn of the ear. But when the fruit is brought forth, immediately he put in the sickle, because the harvest is come. So, like he said, the harvest is almost here. The Lord's going to take us out of here. Lord willing, he takes us out of here. And kind of reason why it took me a minute to get to this lesson was because the Lord kind of put me, he put spirit on me, made me real tired after that. After that it all happened, and I did that video, the letter to GMS. He put the spirit on, made me go to sleep, and then I woke up, and literally there, like, we're just before I woke up, it was like something showing, like somebody talking about me, and like I woke up and came, looked up, and boom, all my correction was right there. So I appreciate it. Really lifted me up today. So my doubt is what put a stumbling block in front of me, but I see it now, and I'm repenting and moving forward. So Mark 11:24. Therefore I say unto you, what things whatsoever, or things soever ye should die, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. That was that doubt that I had. I wasn't 100% sure. This is the 100% sure. I wasn't saying that I'm not sure about GMS. I wasn't sure if I was saying who I was. And like he said, Ecclesiastes 11 verse 1, or 11 verse 1, I believe that there's no remembrance of who we are. And I didn't receive that correction right last time. And that's what Lord said. All right, putting the stumbling block in front of your asses. You don't want to listen. That's what he'll do. And that was me asking him for a stone, because I didn't want to receive correction. So it was my fault. It wasn't the Lord's fault. It was my fault. So we desire to survive and make it to the kingdom. And belief and faith is the key to survive, not works. That's just to prove that you love the Lord. That's not going to get you saved. Only thing that's going to get you saved is you're the elect. So Lord willing, we part of that number. I need more fear of the Lord. Okay, now I've never asked the Lord for physical things. I've never received those. I've been used to not having nothing physical, so I'm getting that part right. Uh, but the Lord is here to help us spiritually through this time, just like He said in I think it was Isaiah like 33. Said, "Wisdom is the stability of our times." I want to pull it up real quick. Yeah, Isaiah 33:6. Yeah. Wisdom is stability of our times. James 1-5. So if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahawah, that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But ask in faith, nothing wavering. That was another thing I was doing wrong, wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave in the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. And that's what he was doing. He was tossing me around because I wasn't believing all the way. I hope this is edifying for new brothers coming in to see how, whatever said to you, if you start going bugged out like me, just take it cheerfully, keep moving. Don't make it worse. I almost got kicked out of the whole doggone flock for that. That's terrifying. So 1 Thessalonians 5:13, no, 4:13. Slocky. But I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep. Because see, I'm not asleep, I'm awake. I was just not all the way awake because I was doing dumb shit. That ye sorrow not, even as others which have no even as others which have no hope. So I shouldn't have been concerning certain the ones that ain't waking up. If the Lord wanted them to wake up, He would have had them wake up by now. So I just need to just stay out of their way and let them, like it said in Revelations, to let the wicked stay wicked and let the just be just. Matthew 21:22, and all things whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing ye shall receive. Um, yeah, when I go out there, this time I want to do this one, and then the next one I'm going to do is I got a whole lesson on the mark of the beast. Need to get that Bible and go take it out there with me so I can record and be able to pull out my phone. And when it came, and when he was come into the temple, the chief priests and elders of the people came unto him as he was teaching. Wait, gotta be 22. And all things whatever, Matthew 21:22, and all things whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing ye shall receive. I gotta believe more. Mark 9:23. Yahawashi said unto them, if thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. I gotta believe that. I gotta have more faith. Brought to a real low state out here, y'all. But thank you for lifting me up today and showing me, you know, that y'all put me in front of the congregation was to show, you know, this is how you're supposed to correct your brother. Show him it ain't no game. Don't care about these times. Do the work. Romans 12:1. It's snowing where I'm at today to out here, but I got some winter stuff gear that the Lord gave me from a friend I used to hang out with all the time. He gave it to me, so I need to go on up over there and do that. Dedicated service. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahawah, that ye present your bodies as a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto Yahawah, which is your reasonable service. And be ye not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable, perfect will of Yahawah, which is the doctrine that's already been being taught by a great millstone for a long time, for 30 years. So the Lord is changing us. Lord willing, He keeps changing me. And I'm gonna go out there and do camp tomorrow, and ask the Lord for repentance and fast, because I know repentance is a process. It's not just saying sorry. It's coming back and doing the work, and fasting and praying, and enduring chastising, and proving myself after that I'm not gonna do that again. I don't want to keep doing the same offense. Hebrews 12:7. If ye endure chastising, Yahweh dealeth with you as sons. For what son is he whom the Father chastiseth not? 1 Corinthians 14:20. This is what I was going off on too. All this stuff, I just want to read it again because it's everything I was going off on, So 1 Corinthians 14:20. Brethren, be not children in understanding, howbeit in malice be ye children, but in understanding be men. So I'm not gonna just say I know exactly 100% what malice means, so I just want to look it up real fast. So I know I understand it. Or an intentional desire to do evil, ill will. Okay. So don't desire to do evil. So I'm gonna look it up in the blue letter just to be sure. I get the full understanding because I've asked the Lord to give me understanding. He gave it to me. So I need to search it all the way out. Badness, malignancy, evil, trouble, naughtiness, wickedness, depravity. Okay. John 3:19. And this is the condemnation that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. I wasn't really that evil of a person. That's why when I came across Great Millstone, I was like, these people really represent the Lord, man. And the devil was like, no, hurry up, bug his ass out. He's waking up. So GMS Inspiration. Oh, that's the one that GMS Inspiration did for me. He did a 12-minute video. That was a correction for me too. But I'm gonna go do some fasting and some praying for a second. I'm gonna kind of cleanse my head, clear my head a little bit, and pray. And then I'm gonna come back and do that short video, and I'm gonna go get the other correction that I need to receive, and then I'm gonna go get some lessons and start doing those and stay with the faith. So shalom. There's no reason why I shouldn't be doing videos and practicing and working real hard on this because I don't have no job right now. I need to be doing that instead of worrying about going to Taco Bell. We're in the end. So shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel, the Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American, West Indian Haitians. I want to give all praises to Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawashi, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawashi. All praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles who gave me this truth and faith and sincerity. I'm correcting myself because I know this is the only way out is through his men. Lord willing, we part of that number. I don't see how not. Y'all are part of that number, not me. Y'all see how y'all not a part of that number. Y'all been excellent men for the Lord. I don't mean to try to praise you too much. Okay. Well, I don't mean like that. I just mean like I'm real grateful for Great Millstone doing everything they've done because I've never understood the Lord until now. So, so I love y'all, brothers. Thank you. Appreciate it. Shalom. And I'll be staying with the faith and I'll be getting back into doing some more lessons. So I go out there and teach, I can keep it simple. So shalom.